It's been a long time since I made a video like this. But anyway, all this information was passed to me by an old contact. And no, Red Hulk, Simon, and Doctor Doom are not in this movie. I don't know why people believe every online leak. Most of them are fake. This summary will be very short, but a longer version is coming soon. So let's get into it. The movie starts with Yelena. She feels lost in life, just completing missions, killing people, but feeling empty. After one mission, she visits her father. He's in the same boat. His wife left him and now he runs a limousine business. John Walker is also going through it. He just had a child. Meanwhile, Congress is trying to remove Valentina for corruption, abuse of power, and illegal experiments. Bucky, now a congressman, tries to help her and speaks with Mel, Valentina's assistant. Yelena starts investigating Valentina's loose ends and heads to a secret OXX Corp lab. But she's not the only one. Ghost, Taskmaster, and US Agent also go there. If they succeed in the mission, their criminal records will be wiped clean. At the same time, Red Guardian, now running limousines, ends up driving Valentina to a big party. That's when he realizes Yelena is in danger, because Valentina never planned to let them live. Once the evidence is erased, she was going to kill them. In the middle of the desert, there's an underground lab, 1.5 miles deep. Valentina was kidnapping addicts and outcasts to test a new serum similar to Captain America's. All the test subjects died, or so it seemed. Each team member arrives at the lab from a different entrance. They all fight when they meet. And in the chaos, Ghost shoots Taskmaster in the head, killing her. That's when they realize it was a trap. They were sent there to be eliminated. They're the last loose ends. The fighting is interrupted by the only surviving test subject, Bob. Valentina blows up the base, and the team is forced to work together to escape. They climb a collapsed elevator shaft, kinda like Pacha in Cusco. Once at the top, Walker saves the group using a fire hose. Every time someone touches Bob, they see dark visions from their past. These are caused by the Void, a being living inside Bob, like a second personality. When Yelena touches him, she names this dark side the Void, as a reflection of their shared trauma. Yelena asks Bob to stay behind so the team can help him escape. The squad disguises themselves in guard uniforms and escapes, but their car is stopped by the military. Bob tries to run but is fatally shot. In that moment, he reveals his powers and flies, but loses control and crashes into a crater, destroying their escape vehicle. Bob is captured. Later, the group decides they must rescue him. Yelena calls Alexei, Red Guardian, and he comes quickly with his limo. He warns them about Valentina, but it's already too late. On the way back to the city, Alexei rambles nonsense until a convoy chases them. Bucky destroys the vehicle and arrests the team. They talk about Bob, and Bucky receives a warning from Mel. Bob is unstable and too powerful. Meanwhile, Valentina visits Bob and tells him she believes in him and his potential. He boils a glass of water using his powers. But when she touches him, the Void awakens and shows her a traumatic vision of his childhood. She realizes the darkness inside him, but still wants to turn him into a hero. His powers are unmatched. No Avenger comes close. She says every hero needs a suit, and now she'll give him one. Bucky and the squad head to New York, to the old Avengers Tower, now called the Watchtower. Valentina sets up a new lab to recreate the Sentry serum from scratch. The Thunderbolts fight their way in and confront Val, but she doesn't care. She introduces them to Sentry in his classic gold suit. He beats them all easily. The team has no choice but to retreat. Sentry begins to question Valentina's authority. She's just a weak, dumb human. He could kill her any time. As she tries to activate a kill switch, he starts choking her. But Mel appears and shoots Sentry, seemingly killing him. Val demands a cleanup and tells Mel to pick candidates who are mentally stable next time. But what Val doesn't realize is that the Void takes over Sentry's body and starts destroying everything. The team panics. They can't defeat Sentry. They split up. They later reunite to save civilians as the Void attacks, floating above the tower, knocking helicopters and debris to the ground. They rescue as many people as they can, but many are consumed by the darkness. Yelena enters the Void and disappears. She finds herself trapped in twisted memories of her childhood. She looks for Bob, but keeps reliving traumatic moments. Finally, she sees Bob in a memory of his own childhood, which was rough. The rest of the team enters the Void to help. They accidentally end up in another memory, facing a man in a chicken costume. Bob feels guilty for his past, growing up in a hostile environment, becoming insecure and addicted to meth. They go deeper into his mind and find the beginning of the Sentry Project. There, Bob fights the Void. The Void gains the upper hand, but the team encourages Bob. Their words give him strength. They fight the entity together and pull Bob out of the Void. The Void is stopped. For now. Bob doesn't remember anything, but he's safe. He decides to stay with them, and they'll protect him. They track down Valentina. She says she'll turn herself in, but first brings them into a press conference. There, she introduces the team as the New Avengers, a group she's been secretly working on. Everyone smiles. Yelena whispers, "We own her ass." The movie ends with the team accepting the title of the New Avengers. Post-credit scene 1. Red Guardian is in a cereal aisle, promoting his cereal brand. He tries to get an old lady to buy it by posing next to the box, but she walks away and puts it back. Post-credit scene 2. 14 months later. The team is at a new HQ. They joke that Sam is suing them for trademark violation. Red Guardian says their name won't hold up in court. Yelena brings up a space anomaly, a current crisis. One member asks Bob what powers he'll use, and he says Sentry can't play, because that would mean the Void could return too. Suddenly, they get an alert. An object is entering Earth's atmosphere. It's the Fantastic Four's rocket. According to my source, the movie was dark, emotional, and focused on embracing who you are and moving forward. I only wish they were called the Dark Avengers instead of Thunderbolts. But of course, Marvel couldn't make it that simple, so turn on notifications. Something big is coming. You already know what to expect.